Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your August 2016 General Tarot Card Read. Dee here along with my dear friend Miss Lucy.
Hello.
Well, Sagittarius, first off, we'd like to thank you guys so much for all of your support that you've given us. It has been overwhelming this last month, just with all the comments and all the people emailing us and talking to us and your support. We can feel it, and we just want to say thank you so much for your time and thank you for spending it with us, and we're really glad that you found us. So for those of you that may be new to us and just finding us, because that's been happening a lot lately, what we do here is we do 3 reads. Lucy does a read, I do a read, and then we do our combined read together because we've got pretty good energy flow together and it seems to work out that way. That gives you 3 reads to pick from. Now remember that this is a general tarot card read. It will not resonate with you. If it does, please look at your rising and your sun sign and your moon sign if you need to. The different reads to find out what resonates with you, because it won't always resonate with you. We also pull 2 oracle cards, or at least 2 oracle cards. Sometimes it's only 1. It just depends, just to kind of reinforce the read or give us a little bit more clarity. And we pull from your year-long read the cards that we had for the month, also for the month of August. That being said, we're going to go ahead and start. I want to say something though, because as we pulled out the different cards, I think it was kind of interesting. One of the oracle cards that you got was the dragon. Now, I don't normally do this, but I felt I was supposed to. For you guys, this is going to be the theme for the month. You need to be using a lot of your strength and your wisdom this month. And I think it shows true in Lucy's read, in my read, and then the combined read. So be like a dragon, Sagittarius. You guys, this is the one that is the Lord of the Beastery, and it represents great strength and wealth and wisdom. It also can symbolize a worthy challenge, and I think that this month is going to be that for you.
Kinda.
Okay?
Yeah.
Kinda.
You got some stuff going on here.
Yes. So we're going to start with Lucy's read and the card she pulled for the month.
Now, my card for the month is the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords, you can see she stands there very confidently. She is looking outward to the new challenges that are coming her way. So it's confidence. It's excuse me. It's the thought processes, it's truth and action. It's matching your action to your truth, to your thought process. So use these gifts, here is matching, yeah. Use them to bring order into your life, out of the chaos, out of the conflict, whatever happens, okay? Join your joys and your sorrows in this into a useful philosophy for your life, of how to live your life. It will ease your way in the world. When you understand more, it takes some of the burden off of you, okay? The caution here is you do need to be flexible and allow others to be who they are also, okay? Now we have the Page of Cups. Now the Page of Cups is young energy. It's a young individual standing there. The page has the cups have to do with emotions. So this is about an emotional experience or situation that is new, and it not necessarily new in the sense that it's never happened to you before, but new in the sense that it can be more intense. Your emotions can surprise you, and it could be something also that you don't have very much experience with. So here it is that you should consider these emotions carefully. You have the internal knowledge, may lack a little bit in the experience department. So if advice comes to you, please take it. Now this card can also be about messages of a creative or artistic projects, okay? Or emotionally charged situations. Like I said, it has to do with your emotions. It's cups, mostly. Next is the Devil. Now this card represents to me is imbalance in your life. It's going to extremes. It's letting some obsession or behavior take over your life or your personality, okay? So this is a warning. It's a forewarning to me to not go to the extremes in anything. You can go to the extremes in your diet, in shopping, in gambling, in the clothes that you think you must wear, in what you have around your house, in your emotional situations, you can go from highs to lows. Try not to do that. Seek the balance in your life. Keep a watch out for obsessions that are trying to take over and overshadow everything else. You don't want to lose the people that you love. You don't want to lose anything because of a lack of discipline and self-control and selfishness. Okay, next is the Three of Wands. Now the Three of Wands it indicates this person here is waiting. We don't know if the ship is leaving or coming. So that indicates that your investment is already out there. You're just waiting to see whether you succeed or you fail. The message here is you have made your choices and you must wait for the results. So it's a good time to cultivate a little patience, a little self-control, because amping yourself up and agitating yourself is not going to make the situation come to fruition any faster. Okay? And the Chariot. The Chariot is a card of victory here. It's reason for celebration. It's a reason to celebrate your accomplishments that you already have. It can indicate a journey. It is progression. It is movement that this card indicates in your life. So what you need here is a little willpower, a little self-control, and focus that willpower and that self-control on your goals. These are qualities that will help you overcome the trials ahead, okay? Because all of life is full of trials, so don't lose your focus. That's the caution here. Next is the Tower. Now the Tower, again, the Tower is change. And as you can see here, it's dramatic change. It's a new start. It indicates loss, unexpected events. It can even indicate ruin. But what you need here is perspective, okay? You get so caught up in what is happening to you that you lose your perspective and you lose yourself. This could come from a moment of illumination, a moment of realization of a truth that you did not know before. That's the unexpected events that could happen. What you need here is to rebuild, is to pull on your inner strength, to pull on your focus and your willpower, and rebuild on the truth that you have now. That's going to give you a stronger foundation as you move forward through your life, okay? And reconstruct your life.
That's right.
Okay. So we move from the Queen of Swords, which is truth, thought, intellect, looking at things that way, being who you are, but also being flexible, to the Page of Cups, which is young energy, about new situations, whether it has to do with your love life, emotional, or your artistic endeavors. This, if you need advice, seek it out and take it and use it. The Devil is a cautionary card to me. It's a warning to not become imbalanced in your views or imbalanced in your life. And of course, patience is needed for the Three of Wands. You've already set in motion. Your choices have been made. Now it takes patience to wait for the results. And of course, the Chariot. That is focus too. That is also patience. That is knowing your path and going down it. And then the Tower, an unexpected event that you must get through. You have to look at it from a different angle so it doesn't take you down to your knees, okay?
Sagittarius, I really feel that for the month, your guys' word is unexpected. This is going to be a lot of unexpected things in your life. It might shake you up at times, but like Lucy's pointed out, you know, use that strength, use your thought process, you know, put aside the addictions that no longer serve you and that are not good for you, because you know what they are, and start focusing on your stuff.
You need the balance.
Mm-hmm.
The Devil is the warning. You need the balance because you have a lot coming up.
Yes. Month of change and unexpected things.
Yes.
So now we're going to do my read. The card that I pulled for the month is the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is about focus and will. It's about energy. It's about choosing a path, picking it, and moving forward. Okay, now we're going to go to my read. The card that I pulled for the month for you, for your review, is the Two of Wands. And I really feel that for this month for you guys, you're going to be making some decisions. Both of them are going to look equally good to decide and pick. And you're going to have to weigh the pros and cons. But once you pick a path, you're going to need to go down it and start walking that path. And just have the perseverance and the focus and the will to get through it. This is actually a burst of energy too. And I think it's important for the whole month for you. I also drew the Chariot, and when we do the combined read, I'll get a little bit more into that. But usually when Lucy and I draw the same cards for the month, there's usually a reason for it. And it's almost like they're telling us, this is what it is and this is what's going on.
There's going to be change.
Right. So in my read, the beginning of the month is going to bring about a lot of fast movement, a lot of energy. You're going to be going places. You're going to be doing things. It's almost going to feel chaotic at times, but you just need to allow your intuition to guide you throughout this time period, just because of the different things that you have coming up this month. So don't let that energy sweep you away. Remember that you are the one in control. If you need to take your time to have your downtime, do it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Maintain your focus.
Yes. The next card I pulled is the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is all about holding on to what you have for use later. Sometimes you can hold on too tight. And I really feel that for your finances for the month, you're going to be evaluating what's going on for you. There's going to be a balance of, you might want to hold on to something, but there are times where we are told to give it away. You need to keep yourself open to that. And also realize that this is a time for you to evaluate what you have and what you want to go for your goals. You want to keep yourself balanced between what you have and what you want, or what you think you need to have, having just enough or having too much or wanting more. So don't get greedy. Balance yourself out as much as possible. Yeah, balance. and keep that in mind when it comes to your finances. The next card that I pulled is the Ten of Swords. Now, I really feel that you're going to have that rush of energy at the beginning of the month, and then you're going to be looking at your finances, but then you're going to feel quite overwhelmed. And the Ten of Swords talks about that hopelessness that you feel. You're feeling like you're just overwhelmed. You're surrendering yourself. It's almost like you've given up. But remember, this is the end of a cycle. And that for some of you, this is an end of a cycle for you. That hopelessness, that feeling is going to be lifted from you. I really feel that those swords are going to get off your back, and you're not going to feel like you're getting stabbed in the back anymore. But push through it. You can do this. And just let that energy from the Chariot help propel you through these feelings. And remember, feelings are just feelings. They're not facts. These are feelings that you're feeling, but it doesn't mean that you are overwhelmed. It doesn't mean that your life is hopeless. Okay? The next card I pulled is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, now it's kind of interesting because we're going backwards in progression, because the next card I pulled was the Two of Wands. Again, you got it twice in 1 month. But what this is, it's about exploring, and it's about daydreams. And it's like you have these ideas emerging in your head. And I think that's why we're going backwards, because the Three of Wands, you've got all these ideas, and usually it means that you're picking it up. But I think that for some of you, you may have 2 or 3 ideas and different things that you think you need to go when it comes to your creative process. And I think you are going to be given an opportunity. Once this feeling of hopelessness and all that lifts, you're going to have an opportunity to let these ideas emerge and start looking out to your future and allowing yourself to daydream again, because at the end of the month, you have a choice that you need to make. And it's so funny because I almost feel like there's 2 decisions that you're going to need to make this month, because it's at the beginning of the month and it's at the end, because like I said, I got both Two of Wands for you. So there's going to be 2 decisions that you're going to need to make this month. I really feel that it has to do about your creative and your financial process, because you've got, in my spread, you have no cups whatsoever. You have no emotions whatsoever. It's not an emotional nature. So I really feel this is about your work, and it's about your creative process and your thought process. So part of you having this is you need to make space in your mind for all these new ideas to emerge, and you need to narrow it down to 2. This is going to be a second chance, and there's going to be 2 decisions for you to make. So Sagittarius, I want to know, if you get a chance, let us know what these 2 decisions are, because I keep getting 2, 2, 2 when it comes to my spread, that there's 2 decisions that you're going to make. There's a second chance for you to be given. So along with that, which I thought was very interesting, is that you need to be able to fly above the situation and really look down at it. So yeah, keep a good perspective about it, because I keep seeing these birds every time I see your guys' spread. I see it in the 2 of Wands from the first, the 3 of Wands, this one too. So keep yourself in perspective, look at the whole situation before you make your decision, weigh your pros and cons, and realize that whatever one you pick will be good, because I see a lot of yellow and positive energy coming your way. Okay, now we're going to do the combined spread, and we're going to start with the 2 cards that were your overall. I think with these 2 cards, it comes down to using your thought process to make decisions that you need to make this month. Go ahead and be like the Queen of Swords. She cuts through, be logical. She's got a lot of good attributes.
Thoughtful,
yes.
Truthful. Let your truth match your action. That's what you need, to let your truth match your actions this month.
And I think on top of it, you just need to be honest with yourself when you make these decisions. And I think she'll help guide you through that.
That's your truth. That's your honesty.
Right.
That's your deep down what you need.
And the Queen of Swords, even though it's more of a feminine, trust me, it can be used in a masculine sense also. And it's just cutting through all the crap to get to where you need to make these decisions that are coming up this month.
Flexibility is key too.
The Page of Cups with the Chariot is a very interesting energy, because you're dealing with a lot of your emotional and this new stuff that, like Lucy's talks about, how it's the new things that are coming your way that you never experienced before, but it's going to give you a rush. But follow your intuition through it, and don't let it sweep you away. Remember, you are the one in control. Your emotions are not the one in control. You need to keep that in mind as you're doing this. But enjoy it. It's going to be kind of a new awakening for you, and I think that's important for you to remember. Don't be afraid to feel.
No.
And it's funny because that's the only feeling card we have, is that young, unexpected energy.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with the devil, again, it usually talks to our baser instincts, our addictions that we have, our kind of your carnal type of stuff, lust, greed, selfishness and all that too. And when you combine it with the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles usually is something where you're looking at it, but it also means that you can hold on and be too miserly. And I think that for some of you, you're letting money ruin you too much. You're letting money tell you what to do, and you cannot focus that way. You need to keep yourself open as much as possible, Sagittarius, because if you allow these addictions or these particular, and I keep getting addictions, I've been saying that quite a bit.
Yes, you have.
There's been some addictions that are going on for some of you, and you're holding on to them, but they're not going to serve you. You need to let them go. You need to quit wanting more and be happy with what you have, and don't let that drive you. Right? Because when you miser it away, it's not gonna help, because you need to keep yourself open so you can give to other people.
Desires are healthy. Just taking them to the extreme is what imbalances your life.
Right, and I think a lot of this, for this particular read, is about money. It's those money and how you're maybe spending it too much, or it's like almost like you're on either side of the pendulum. You're either too much or too little, and it's like you're just wild all over with it. And I think that you need to kind of look at yourself and look at what's going on in your life and really check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay? Now, the 3 of Wands, like Lucy talked about, you don't know whether the ship's coming in or not. You don't know what's going on, and I think that's going to bring some people worry, and it's going to...
That wouldn't do you any good.
No. You just need to keep that in mind as these decisions come your way and things, and you don't know if your ship's coming in or going out.
Yeah.
Don't let that feeling of hopelessness overwhelm you. And I don't feel that this is like a forebanger of what's going to be happening, but I think that this is an opportunity for you to say, okay, I remember what they said. I shouldn't let these feelings overwhelm me.
Frustration just leads to more frustration. You have done the best that you can. You have made the best choices that you know how to make. It's time to release some of that and wait for the results. And if they aren't what you thought they would be, write it down, check it out before you do it again. See what you can do differently. what we all do.
And I know I said it in my read, but I really think that you guys, some of you might even write it down. Feelings are just feelings. They're not fact. And we can have feelings, but we have to keep ourselves in perspective. You've made these decisions. You're trying to figure out what's going on there, but don't let it overwhelm you. And then I think once that happens, you'll start to trust your intuition a little bit better, because that's your chariot again. You've got that energy. Once you kind of get past that point, you'll see that, and your energy will pick back up. Your intuition will kick back in. Go ahead and allow it to happen, because it'll help you see where your ship is coming and that it's coming in. Because again, I get the ship. I can see it in both of the 3 of Wands. And again, Lucy and I both got the chariot and the 3 of Wands, which is big. So I think that's a lot of your energy for you for the month, is to decide decisions that you need to make, keeping yourself in perspective.
Self-doubt, shoot it out the window, because
your horse is nowhere to go. You may feel like at times you're not in control, but your horse is nowhere to go.
And you can achieve.
So the last bit, I really think that at the end of the month for this read, there's going to be something that's going to be kind of feeling catastrophic. There is going to be where you're going to be doubting a few things about yourself and doubting a few things in the decisions that you've made, but it's going to force you to make a really good decision, I think, at the end.
Or a truth can come that you did not know before, an unknown truth that can lead you to one path or another, and you have to choose.
And I think it's going to be unexpected. I keep getting unexpected as we're dealing with this, and I think for some of you, it might be an unexpected visitor, and we're going to talk about that. I think for some of you, it's going to be an unexpected when it comes to your finances. It might be unexpected when it comes to a relationship. So it's going to force you to make a decision. But remember to keep yourself above the situation.
Try to look at it in a new light, if you possibly can. Try to bring a different perspective to it. It may not be easy, but it's what you need.
Right. And don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
Because it is going to kind of shake you to the core, and you're going to kind of feel chaotic about it. But this needs to be done in order for you to move further in your life so that you can make the decisions that you need to make.
Again, decisions.
Yeah. So you've got a lot of decisions this month. I know we've said that about it, but you've got a lot of unexpected things going on. So the card that we pulled for your Oracle card is called Unexpected Visitors. And I'm going to have Lucy read it to you so you can kind of hear what it says.
Okay. If you expect the unexpected, you'll be prepared for miracles. Detours, surprises, and paradigm shifts expect the unexpected. No matter how detailed your plans are or how clear you believe the road ahead to be, there are times when the best plans are waylaid by unforeseen circumstances. At first, detours may seem inconvenient, but a surprise turn of events signals that the adventure of life is beginning to get interesting. No one can plan for synchronicity, for fate and destiny to meet, except Spirit, who knows what you can't comprehend for now. Life is full of surprises, so stay on your toes and enjoy this exciting new adventure you weren't expecting. There's a plan for your life that may not match up with your agenda.
So be flexible, expect the unexpected. Don't be afraid to, and don't let hopelessness overwhelm you. Remember, it's feelings, not fact. And kind of enjoy the ride, Sagittarius. Use that strength and wisdom that the dragon's going to pull in, and that logical sense of balance that the Queen of Swords brings in, and make your decisions wisely.
Yes.
So if you like what you've seen, go ahead and hit the like button. If you don't, go ahead and do that.
Yep.
And then, give us some comments. We want to know what's going on in your lives. We love hearing about how things resonate with somebody, because I think that it just helps us to reinforce it too, and it helps us give us better reads for you guys too, because we get more and more in touch with the people that are watching us.
Yeah.
So Sagittarius, I hope you have a wonderful month of August. We want to hear what's going on, so please leave us that, and walk in peace, light, and love.
Goodbye.